you're going to college just to play football. Right.
I found out she was pregnant after I left.
Everybody was telling him that I was cheating. He has my big head, but he looks just like him.
And we gave a DNA test.
I've never cheated on him. He's the only guy I've ever been with.
If he's not my son, I'm leaving you. It's over.
Whose name is on the birth certificate?
Adam.
Well, when I was on the birth certificate, I was drunk. The kid's not mine. Don't look like me.
I was at the hospital, Adam, and you said that baby was yours.
All you are is a liar, a cheater, a whore.
Could that boy possibly be yours?
No.
Were you having sex with her?
Yep.
Yeah, which was bad.
Now you took a DNA test. You look really nervous. And I have to ask, why are you crying? Adam, Ryan, you... Willie left home and his girlfriend Veronica to go play football at college. 2 months later, he finds out Veronica is pregnant. Now, Willie says there's no way he's the father. Take a look.
I've been with Veronica for 2 years now. I left to go to school for football on a scholarship. And when I got there, a month later, she called and told me she was pregnant by me. So I came back in January, and she had found out that I was cheating on her, which I told her I was cheating. I found out later, 6 months later, that she was texting a guy on the phone. If you weren't doing nothing more than texting, why you couldn't tell me this? Why would she lie about something so little if she hadn't done anything else for so long? After that, when she got ready to have my son, I was in the hospital with her, and I had told her I wanted a DNA test because I felt like she got pregnant while I was gone. It probably wasn't mine. So when I told her that, she get me kicked out of the hospital with the nurses and the doctors coming to get me out the room because I wouldn't leave. That made me think even more that it wasn't my son because all I said was I wanted a DNA test. I think she cheated on me because she was trying to get back at me for cheating on her. I honestly don't think he's my son, but I still take care of him like he is because I love him, man. Like, I don't have any other kids, and this is my only child. And if he's not mine, I can start my life on other places. I honestly want him to be my son, but if he's not, I'm out.
Steve, since the first time I met him, like, I love this boy. Like, I've only been with him. He took my daughter as his own, because I have another kid, and he took her as his own. He's the only guy, yeah, I did get pissed off. Like, he cheated on me 2 times. And when I found out, yeah, I wanted to go cheat on him, but I couldn't do it. Like, I love him. Like, he's the only guy, like...
Why did he say he cheated on you?
He said he cheated on me because everybody was telling him that I was cheating. And then he said he suspected I was out doing things, but all I was doing was...
And you never cheated on him?
No, I've never cheated on him. I've always been faithful to him. Yeah, I did go out and text somebody else, but I didn't do nothing with him. I was never with him.
But why did you text somebody else?
Because I got pissed, because he cheated on me, and I thought I could go out and go cheat on him and do it back to him, but I couldn't do it to him.
He thinks, and this has got to be hard for him, the child might not be his. That's got to be a tough thing, right?
Yeah, like, it pisses me off every day he's accusing me. Like, he ended up throwing me and my kids out, like, 3 times. The last time he just kicked me out for good. He said he can't trust me. Like, he don't even leave me home by myself. Like, he always thinks I have everybody at the house.
How long have you guys been apart?
Almost going on 2 months.
Going on 2 months. And has he seen his son, or allegedly
Yeah, he
his son?
still sees the kids. Like, he'll see him every now and then because my daughter asks for him all the time.
So you're here today because you want to prove to him that you didn't cheat on him and that
the baby's his, too.
Tell me about what happened at the hospital when your son was born.
Okay, we're sitting there, and he just kept staring at him and staring at me. I said, what's your problem? And he's like, I want a DNA test. And I said, are you serious? Are you really serious? And he's like, yeah. And I said, for what? You know this kid's yours. I've never once cheated on you. And he's like, well, he just don't look like me. And I got mad, and I had him kicked out of the hospital. He looks just like him. Like, he has my big head, but he looks just like him.
Is Willie a good father?
Willie's a good father. Like, he's good to my kids. Like, no matter what. He's never treated my daughter any different. Nothing.
He
like,
treats her like it's
like
his
his,
own child.
yeah.
Right now, the relationship, you guys are apart.
Yeah, because he told me
But
he
so what
can't.
does Willie say? If you pass this, if the child's mine, we'll get back together.
Yeah, he said then he'll start trusting me again and everything, but
And you want to be with Willie?
yeah, I love him. I love him. I want to be with him. He's the only one I want to be with.
Did you take a lie detector test?
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
you did. And we gave a DNA test and totally verify whether Willie's the father to your son. All right, well, let's bring out Willie.
If he's not my son, I'm leaving you. It's over.
Whatever, Willie. You know I never cheated on you. You know I never cheated
the
on
whole
you.
time.
No, you went over there and cheated on me.
You
You went and cheated on me.
for 6 months. And you mean tell me that you tell me the truth? You ain't telling me the truth.
telling the truth.
No,
You know I'm telling the
You ain't doing
truth.
no lines.
When these tests come out, watch, you owe me an apology.
All right, I'll apologize, but I know it ain't gonna be right. You got pregnant after I left.
Okay, it takes
before
a
I
whole
left, you took a DNA test and a fraternity test, and you weren't even pregnant then.
That's junior college you're going to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to college just to play football. Right.
I found out she was pregnant after I left.
You took a DNA test. And the results are Willie. You're going to college just to play football. Right.
I found out she was pregnant after I left.
What position do you play?
Defensive end?
Defensive end. You're a big dude, man. All right. Are you any good?
Yeah.
So, like in high school, were you like a star?
Yeah, 16 sacks.
Whoa, pretty good. So, I mean, I imagine being a football star that women like throw themselves at you, right? and being a football star, you're not going to say no.
No.
Come on. You got this beautiful woman here, right?
Yeah.
How long you been with her?
2 years.
2 years. Now, she says you cheated on her, right?
Yeah, I told her.
And why did you?
Well, because
You
when I
wouldn't-
got ready to leave, the whole time from when I got ready to leave, she was arguing. I know you're going to go chill with some girls. I know you're going to be all on them girls. And like,
And you're going to college just to play college.
yeah, I
college
go to school,
and play football. Right.
So I was like, when it happened, I just did it because I got tired of her always saying, I know what you're doing.
You're saying she wore you down. So
Yeah.
you had to sleep with them.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. And you know that's right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a college guy. You're a little bit older. I think at college you want your freedom, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you say that to her at least and say
I did.
you did?
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
But beyond that, do you love her?
yeah.
Do you want to stay with her?
Yeah. Like if she
Are you
ain't
going to
lying-
cheat on her anymore?
No.
Okay. So let's get down to the fact. She had a little boy, beautiful little boy, right?
Yeah.
Do you want him to be your son?
Yeah. She
You
named
do?
him after me.
You named your son after him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're Big Willie, he's Little Willie.
Yeah.
All right. And you think he's not yours because why?
Cause I found out she was pregnant after I left. It was like September.
Yeah,
when
but
she
couldn't
told
you
me.
have got her pregnant and then you left? Hey, I'm pregnant?
Nah, it was at the beginning of August when I left, like August the 6th. So
And
in
I found
between
out-
then, before I left, she had just got a pregnancy test.
But without any, you really have no, besides the texting, which she says she was mad at you, texted another guy, but without any real proof, you don't know that she cheated on you, right?
No?
Why kick, she's got a little girl that you're like dad to, right?
Yeah.
You kick her and the kids out of the house. What if the DNA test comes back and it's your son?
I'm continuing to take care of him.
Okay. Will you let her move back in?
Yeah. Like, my dad been there all my life.
So you're hoping that she passes the lie detector test. Now, did we give you one? Oh. Thank God for that, right?
Yeah, I admitted it though.
Yeah, you admitted it. All right. Veronica, you came here because you love Willy.
Yeah.
You want him back. Your kids want you back. So let's hope you pass and the DNA test comes back and you're a father. Let's hope that. Since you have been with Willy, have you ever had sexual intercourse with any other men? You answered no, and the results for that is inconclusive. No, that just means it doesn't mean you're guilty, or you're telling the lie. Doesn't mean you're telling the truth. It just couldn't read conclusively what the answer is. So it doesn't say you're lying, but it doesn't say you're telling the truth. It's just inconclusive. We couldn't get
Yeah, but to
a
him
read
it's
on it.
gonna be I'm lying.
But let's
Exactly,
read.
that's a lie.
Let's read the other. No, that does not mean that.
It's a lie.
There's 2 more questions, Willy. While Willy went away to school last year, did you have sexual intercourse with any other men? She answered no. She told the truth. In the past 6 months, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men besides Willy? She answered no. She told the truth.
So what I'm saying is, with the first one, apparently she was with somebody, doing somebody else.
Not apparently.
Apparently it
Well,
wasn't able to get it.
It's not apparently. It's inconclusive. Are you really going to let a word break the 2 of you up?
Yeah, he will.
No.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Now, if I was quarterbacking right now and I was running around the stage, do you think you could catch me?
Yeah.
I think so too. All right. You took a DNA test. And the results are, Willy, whose name is on the birth certificate?
Adam.
Well, when I was on the birth certificate, I was drunk.
Could that boy possibly be yours?
No.
Were you having sex with her?
Yep.
You took a DNA test. And the results are, Willy, you are the father. What do you want to say to Veronica?
I'm sorry for saying I'm not the father. Sorry for asking for a DNA test. But at the same time, I know it's more to it. Before I left then, if it's inconclusive, like, it gotta be more to it.
Like, I'll take another
Gotta
one.
be.
That doesn't matter to
Listen,
me.
you're getting hung up on the wrong thing here. She passed the 2 other questions. This could be something that years ago.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, but you know that for a fact that you're guilty.
Yeah, I told her though.
Okay.
No, he
she's-
didn't tell me until I checked the phone records. He would have never told me.
I don't understand. How long you been together?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Do you love her?
Yeah.
She came here, she took the lie detector test, she didn't fail on any question, and she passed the other ones, and the baby's yours, and you don't seem happy.
Yeah, I'm happy for that. But it gotta be something else that's inconclusive.
Oh.
She would have passed that one too. She would have got that one too. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Willy,
she would have got that one too.
Sit down. Sit down. No. He didn't do anything wrong. No, hold on a second. I think part of the problem is, and you're not wrong for feeling this way. I think you're a young guy who got involved with an older woman, and it was a good thing for you for a while. But then when you went to college and you had your freedom, and I gotta say, you're playing college football and going to college and being a young man, that has to be a very exciting time in your life. And that must open, a lot of doors and windows to see different things that you weren't exposed to while you were in high school, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta imagine a young, good-looking guy like yourself wants to enjoy the things that come with being in college. But if you don't want to be in this adult relationship, because I don't believe you're just hung up on that one question. I don't think anybody's going to let a relationship of 2 years and a child and you love this little girl be hung up on that. But what I don't think, Willy, you can't have both. You can't have this family that's going to make you feel good and Willy's the family man and then go back to college and enjoy all that too, because it's not fair to her, it's not fair to those little kids. But what I think you do can make a choice is, I'm gonna be a good father, but I'm not gonna be in this relationship anymore. Or, I'm gonna be faithful to you and I'm gonna be in this relationship. But that's a choice you have to make. And either way you make it, as long as you're a good dad and you take care of your kids, then I don't think anybody would blame you for saying, hey, I'm young, I'm in college, I want my freedom. So I think you have to make a decision.
You serious, Will? Like, you seriously don't believe me? I've never once done anything to you, never cheated on you, never done anything to you. Are you seriously gonna take that inconclusive as me cheating on you?
All right, how long
Or me
have
doing
you,
something else?
How long have you lied to me?
Yeah, I lied to you, Will.
If I was to lie to you for 6 months, 7 months, and then come back saying...
You probably would have, but I looked at the phone records.
Willy, remember what we just talked about? I think forget about all the other thing. Again, it's not so much about her or what she did, because you weren't completely honest and trustworthy. But again, I told him, I think this is more of a case of Willy deciding what he wants. Does he want to be in this relationship where he's tied down, he's committed to you with 2 children, or does he's got to be a father no matter what if you're going to be a stand-up guy. But I think he's a young guy going to college and wants to have fun.
And before this, I asked him, like, he didn't have to be with me. Like, I told him before we even had my son. He didn't have to be with me. If he wants to go out...
I can ask him, but I think you should be. He's got to make a decision for you. He's with you, or he's going to go and live the single life on campus.
This stuff needs to stop. Like, if you can't stop accusing me every day, then just go. Like, we don't have to be together. That's fine. Raise your kid. Like, I know you want to freaking be out and doing your own thing. Go ahead. Go do it. We don't have to be together. You want to go be a pro, whatever, go be them. I don't care. Like, I'm tired of this. Just stop. Like, you need to stop accusing me. I didn't do anything with you.
Do you want to be in a committed relationship, or do you want your freedom? I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I really want to be with her so I can raise my son like I was raised.
What do you want to do?
I want to be with her so I can
You
raise
want to be with her?
Yeah, so I can
Can you
raise
be
my son.
faithful to her?
Yes.
So when you're playing college football and you walk off to the field after a big game and all those hotties are out there and they're like, Willy, Willy.
She be right there with him.
She's right there with them.
Yeah.
Give her a hug, man. So you're picking her?
Yeah, she always at my game.
All right. And so is this what you want? You want to stay with him?
Yeah, I do, but he just needs to
Well,
stop.
please let us know. First of all, I'm gonna follow you because I want to follow what's happening with you, and I want to know if this stays together and if he truly stays by you, or if he's not lured to all the candy on campus. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show. Good luck to you. Hope it works out well for you.
Hey, Willy, I'm Dan Riberkoff. I'm the Polygraph examiner for the show.
Yes, sir.
So I want to explain to you guys about what inconclusive means in a polygraph. Inconclusive is neither pass nor fail. Inconclusive comes out when a person's reactions aren't consistent. Now remember, the human body is different, everybody's body is different. So to be fair in a polygraph, the person's results have to be very close to 100% being truthful or very close to 100% being deceptive before an examiner can call it truthful or deceptive. So in her reaction for that particular question, she comes up as inconclusive, meaning that I can't get her high enough towards one or the other to be able to call it fairly. So I hope that I've helped to answer your questions with that. And of course, you're a nice couple, and I wish you lots of good luck.
Not really. He's gonna still think I cheated on him, but...
Whose name is on the birth certificate?
Adam.
Well, when I signed the birth certificate, I was drunk.
Could that boy possibly be yours?
No.
Were you having sex with her?
Yeah.
Now you took a DNA test. Adam, Ryan, whose name is on the birth certificate?
Adam.
Well, when I signed the birth certificate, I was drunk.
Could that boy possibly be yours?
No.
Were you having sex with her?
Yeah.
When Adam's ex Heather gave birth to a baby boy, he was there to hold the newborn as any father would. Now, 8 months later, he denies the child and says her other ex, Ryan, is the father. Heather is devastated, and both men took a DNA test to find out the truth. Heather, you called the show.
Yes.
A very convoluted story here.
Yes, it is.
You were with Ryan, your boyfriend, girlfriend, right?
Yes, we were together about 9 months, and I mean, we had ups and downs like everybody else did. It's just, he was away constantly. He wasn't there for me. And I met Adam, and he was there for me. He gave me the compassion that I hadn't had. And I ended up sleeping it with him, and I thought it would be a one-time thing. And
One time turned into...
yeah, to more, and then Ryan finds out from his now girlfriend that I had cheated on him.
So you're really not sure who the father of your child is?
Adam is the father. There's no doubt that Adam is the father.
What happened with Adam?
I had found out 2 weeks that after me and Ryan decided to work things out, that I was pregnant. Got sick, went to the doctors. I was pregnant. Ryan was so happy. He's like, oh, I'm the father. He was so happy. And then 2 months passed by. There's no way I could be the father. It doesn't add up. And then he leaves me after 2 months being pregnant. So from 2 months on, I was by myself. Every sonogram, every doctor's appointment, by myself. And then I hear from a doctor's the conception date, and it turns out that the conception date was the time I was with Adam. So after time and time trying to find Adam to get to talk to him, I told him, look, you're the dad. No, you got that wrong. It's not mine, no. So
that wild, passionate love was already over.
yep,
And why did that end?
I don't know.
You don't know. But you're not alone now.
No, I'm married. Got married in May. No, April, sorry.
And you married a guy other than Ryan or Adam?
Yes,
Okay. Whose name is on the birth certificate?
Adam.
Adam.
He signed
He
the birth
came-
certificate.
He came, he put his name,
He held him.
and then what's the problem? What happened?
He said, my son started to change his looks. He didn't look like him no more.
Oh, you got a cute little boy. And how old is your little boy now?
He's gonna be 8 months.
He's going to be 8 months. He's got a lot of hair for an 8-month-old. So you're married to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan is now with another girl that you know, right?
She's actually my friend.
She's your friend.
Yeah.
Who do you want to be the father of your
Adam.
child? You want Adam to be the father. And what does your husband want?
He wants Adam to either step up or sign his rights away.
All right.
So
And
he
there's
can
no-
adopt
And
him.
you're saying there's no chance Ryan could be the father?
No chance.
But there's
Everything's-
a slight chance, right?
Slight chance.
Okay. Let's meet Adam.
Just before. Here again, all you were is a booty call. I had no feelings for you. Don't want nothing to do with you. The kid's not mine. Don't look like me.
You don't look like you. How can you sign the birth certificate?
Because I was sneaking out while you were in the hospital and I was having sips of alcohol, so I wasn't.
I was there, awake, Adam.
Yeah, I snuck out. Whenever I went out for a cigarette break, I was drinking on my cigarette break.
So you're a deadbeat.
If you want to call it that, the kid's not mine though.
You were with her, and you knew she had a boyfriend, right?
Yeah,
And you slept with her.
yeah, she was a booty call. That's about all
Okay.
it was. All it was just
But
Yeah, which was bad.
well, when I signed the birth certificate, I was drunk.
I was at the hospital, Adam, and you said that baby was yours.
could that boy possibly be yours?
No.
Were you having sex with her?
Yep. Well, when I signed the birth certificate, I was drunk.
I was at the hospital, Adam, and you said that baby was yours.
Why did you put your name on the birth certificate?
Because I wasn't thinking. I was under the influence.
The whole time?
Well, when I signed the birth certificate, I was drunk, honestly, and I
That's
didn't really
not
pay
an excuse,
attention.
Adam.
I mean,
not an
you know
excuse.
what? That should be an offense, and they should lock you up for that. I mean, really.
Because you're not thinking about that kid. That kid's gonna have to wonder, well, why did my dad sign the birth certificate if he didn't think that I was his kid? He's gonna wonder what's wrong with him.
You. I felt sorry for you because you had nobody.
That's no excuse, Adam. You have a brain, don't you?
You know what? She always seems to have somebody. It's not like she has nobody.
Hey, she's a whore. Of course she's gonna have somebody.
I'm a whore? I slept with you. That makes me a whore. No
Well,
one
you had a
told you to
boyfriend?
sleep with me.
This is a woman that at one time you thought you had a child with. You signed your name on a birth certificate. Now, think about that. You didn't sign your name to a car title, you know, to a lease.
You
This
told him.
you signed your name on a certificate of a human being saying you were the father. And then you come out and go, oh, you beauty call, and I was drunk. You know, I mean,
You're nothing but a piece of crap. You're nothing
hold
but a
on,
piece of crap.
Do you, listen, is this an act right now, or is this really the way you feel?
It's the way I feel. I'm just telling the truth. I'm here to get this over with.
You're telling the truth, but you can do it without being so mean. And hold on. And it could have been so bad because you were pursuing her, you laid down with her, you had sex with her.
Yeah. It's a fling.
The point is, it wasn't so bad at one time.
All I was just a fling with her. Felt sorry for her.
You felt sorry for her.
Yeah, she
You
had
felt
nothing.
so sorry, I'm going to take responsible for a child that I don't believe is mine.
Yeah.
Okay, then not only are you mean, you're stupid. Okay. Now you took a DNA test, right?
Yep.
Do you know what DNA test is?
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask you a question in all seriousness. I want you to answer it, okay?
Yeah.
Who is the Vice President of the United States?
Obama. Again, government's not my thing.
You're close, very close. All right, you took the test. What if this little boy is your child?
Sign my rights over. I want nothing to do with her.
So, hold on. You're the man that you're married to now. Whoever's child it is, whether it's Ryan or it's Adam, he wants them to sign over their rights so he could be the adopted father.
Yep.
So you're saying, even if this is your own flesh and blood, you don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
What you're saying is like punching me in the stomach right now. Because I can't imagine because I think about my son, my children, every time I do the show, and thinking like my little boy being like, I don't want you. Man, it tears me apart, man. We're not talking about a dog or a cat. This is, see this little boy here? If he's your son, you really wouldn't want anything to do with him?
No.
You hearing that, what's your feeling? I mean, it hurts me, and I'm not even involved in this story.
It hurts me because he's missing out. He's an amazing little boy. He's smart, funny, always smiling.
If he is your little boy, I'm just saying this, and if you do this and you sign him over, you will miss out on a lifetime of just pure happiness that you gave your son away. And it might be one of those things that you regret for the rest of your life.
So be it.
Ryan's here, the other potential father. You cheated on him with this guy, which, wow. I better see the biggest slug in the world walking through that door. Let's bring out Ryan.
All you are is a liar, a cheater, a whore.
Hold on. You were dating her. Were you happy when you were dating her?
Yes, I was.
When you found out that she had cheated on you, what was your reaction?
That I was gonna beat his face in.
Okay, but that's over with now. You moved
Yeah.
on. You have a new girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
You like her?
Yeah.
Nice girl?
Yeah.
Now you know she had a little boy.
Yeah.
Could that boy possibly be yours?
No.
It can't.
No.
No chance in hell. Were you having sex with her?
Yeah.
Hold on. Unprotected sex?
We used condoms a couple times.
Couple times, but
Yeah.
sometimes you didn't.
Yeah.
And you understand biology, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that there's a possibility, slim that it may be, that you could be the biological father of a
Yeah.
child. Are you hoping that you're the father, or you're
No.
hoping that you're not?
Yeah.
And if this test comes back and you are the father,
I'm gonna take care of it.
you are going to take care of it. You're raising this little boy now,
Yes.
and you don't care that she was with him or with him. You want the little boy.
Yeah, I want him.
You took a DNA test. Ryan. You're raising this little boy now,
Yes.
and you don't care that she was with him or with him. You want the little boy.
Yeah, I want him.
Now, she is currently married, and her husband is saying, whoever's the father, he wants them to sign over the rights.
No.
But you're saying if this is your little boy, you're not signing rights away.
No.
You're going to take care of the little boy.
Yeah.
Good for you. Your girlfriend's name is Sarah. Let's bring Sarah out.
You're lying. I was at the hospital, Adam, and you said that baby was yours. You bought Heather jewelry for having the baby, and now you're saying that you were drunk when you signed that birth certificate. You're full of And you can be a vindictive bitch and manipulative, and sometimes it feels to me like you're coming in between me and Ryan.
Now, you guys are friends, though, right?
We have a love-hate relationship.
Who do you think is the father?
Adam,
You think Adam's the father. What if it is your boyfriend's?
I don't know what will happen because
That
it
would
would be hard. I don't trust Heather and Ryan together.
I'm married. I'm happily married.
You might be happily married, but sometimes when
Do
you
you
say,
think your
remember
boyfriend?
when?
Do you think your boyfriend would still sleep with her?
I don't know.
All right, let's meet your husband. What's your husband's name?
Dave.
Let's bring out Dave.
For one, Adam, you can go to the hospital and go in drunk. They'll kick you right out. You know that.
Dave Gilsman. I'm just taking a guess. You're kind of wasting your time talking to this one.
Oh, yeah. Step to the side.
Yeah, why don't you stand by your wife? You're raising this little boy now,
Yes.
and you don't care that she was with him or with him. You love her. This is your wife. You want the little boy.
Yeah, I want him. I don't care if she was with Ryan. I don't care if she
Yeah,
was with Adam.
it's neither here nor there. But there's a little boy involved, and you're saying whoever the father is biologically, you'd want them to sign over their rights so you could be the adopted father.
Yeah.
Ryan has said if he's the father, he wants to take care of it. It's his son. He wouldn't give it up. This knucklehead over here said, I don't want it. Give it away. Let me move on.
Ryan, if you are the father, I would like to have you sign your rights away. I'll still let you see them.
It ain't happening.
Okay, this is Adams. In a way, I'm kind of hoping he's the father. Not for the little boy's sake, but just for the sake that you would get him. You know what I mean? Like he's willing to say he'll sign it, which would be good for you. The DNA test for Adam. You're like sweating this out too. But in all truthfulness, if he's not the father, that doesn't automatically make you the father. Because, you know, you were having a good time. She didn't say no. And I have to ask, why are you crying? All right. Adam, you are not the father.
I knew it.
Hold on. Before you waste any air or time on my stage, get the hell off my stage. I swear to God, I just heard, thank God. It's like, whoo! He's like biting you. The youth of America. Okay, you took a DNA test. Are you the father, Ryan? You look really nervous. Ryan. Ryan, you are the father. Your reaction to, I mean, do you have any other children? So this is your first child?
Yeah.
I'm assuming for the whole time this little boy's been alive, you did not know you were a father.
Right.
If he says, hey, you know, you guys are married now and he's with her, what do you say about him helping with the child?
As long as you don't disappoint that little boy. Because I don't want to have him come into his life and him leave.
The good thing is, you really do know who the father of that child is. You can go change that birth certificate and get Knucklehead's name off of it. Now, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
It's a big thing, right? Does it really change anything that the two of you've been?
Yeah,
It
it
does.
does.
It does change. And why? Because he has a child, or because he has a child with her?
With her,
With her. But she's your friend.
like I said, a love-hate relationship.
All right. A little more hate right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just hope that you work it out. For the little boy, you got a beautiful looking son. Can he go back and see his son?
If he wants to.
If he wants to. Do you want to go see your son? Okay, can we all go back? And there's going to be no fighting or anything, right? All right, let's go see your son.
Buddy.